Hello everyone, my name is Bikash Chandra and in this presentation I will discuss our work on edit-based grading of SQL queries. This work was carried out at the Computer Science and Engineering Department at IIT Bombay and is jointly authored with Ananyu Banerjee, Udbhas Hajra, Matthew Joseph and S. Sudarshan. Let us first go into some background of this work. When grading SQL queries, TAs usually grade student queries manually by comparing student queries to correct queries. This approach is error-prone and cumbersome. Sometimes it may be difficult to even understand what the student query does. It may also be difficult for a TA to justify why a student query is not correct. Another way to grade student queries is to use fixed datasets. However, TAs need to ensure that the datasets are sufficient and cover corner cases for the query. Incorrect queries may otherwise also be marked correct. We developed the XData system at IIT Bombay to automatically check for correctness of student SQL queries. Here is how the XData system works. The instructor provides one or more correct queries. XData generates multiple datasets. Each dataset is tailored to catch one or more types of errors. When evaluating a student query, XData checks if the result of the student query and the correct query matches on all datasets or not. If it matches on all datasets, the query is correct and the student is awarded full marks. However, in case the student query does not match the correct query for a dataset, it is difficult to judge what to do. If we award 0 marks, it is unfair to the students. Our goal in this paper is to award partial marks for incorrect student SQL queries based on how close the student query is to the correct query. One possible approach to award partial marks would have been to count the number of datasets where the result of the student and instructor query are identical. However, this may not be very fair. Consider as an example the instructor query CQ as shown here. Student query 1 that uses an incorrect selection condition, year less than 2016, instead of year greater than 2016, will fail almost all datasets and the student will get very less marks. On the other hand, consider student query 2. This query does not even use the correct relation and always outputs empty result. For such datasets, where the correct query also produces empty results, such as the one shown in this example, this query would produce the same result as the correct query and would be awarded some marks. In this paper, we look at awarding partial marks based on the difference between SQL queries. However, comparing SQL queries is not a trivial task. In an SQL query, the same query condition may be written in multiple ways. Consider the two queries shown here. There are three differences in the two queries as marked. However, since there is a join condition r.b equal to s.d in the query, r.b can be replaced in the projection by s.d, and the second projection attribute in both queries are equivalent. Similarly, if r.c is an integer attribute, the selection conditions are also equivalent. However, the third projection attribute is not equivalent. Hence, in order to compare a correct SQL query to a student SQL query, we need to change the queries to a common canonical form. The goal of query canonicalization is to remove the syntactic and semantic differences from the student SQL queries and correct queries. For example, in case the query has conditions like r.a equal to s.b equal to t.c, we can replace the instances of s.b and t.c throughout the query other than in these conditions. Similarly, we can remove redundant joins in some cases. Consider the example join query shown here. If s.b is a non-nullable foreign key to r.a, we can remove the join with s. We use a number of such canonicalization rules. Details are presented in the paper. Once the queries have been canonicalized, one way to find how close they are is to find the edit distance between them. We call this measure the canonicalized edit distance. We consider each part of a query, such as selections, projections, and joins, as a component. We then find the edit distance as the weighted sum of edits required for each component. The weights are tunable and may be set by the instructor. If the canonicalized edit distance is 0, the queries are equivalent. It may seem that we can directly use canonicalized edit distance to award partial marks. However, canonicalized edit distance is also not fair to award partial marks to students. Consider the following pair of a correct query and a student query. The student query has one error, as he has missed the selection condition. However, when we canonicalize the student query, the joins can be removed along with the takes relation, as ID is a non-nullable foreign key from takes to student relation. Since ID is the primary key in the student table, the distinct can also be removed. What we see here is that after canonicalization, the edit distance between the student query and the correct query has increased, and the marks awarded based on the canonicalized edit distance would not be fair. This can also be seen from the experimental results that we present later. Hence, we do not use canonicalized edit distance to award partial marks. A fairer way to award partial marks would be to find the changes to be made to an incorrect student query to make it equivalent to a correct query, and then awarding marks based on these changes. In our approach, we successively generate edits of the student query to make it equivalent to a correct query. These edits can be in form of deletions, insertions, or modifications to a query. Marks can be deducted based on the sequence of edits that are required. These edits can also be presented to students and would help them understand what mistakes they made and how these mistakes could have been corrected. There are two key challenges to this approach. First, how do we test if the query after edits is equivalent to a correct query? There are several ways to do it. We use query canonicalization as it is very cheap to use. The second challenge is that the search space of edits is very large. In order to restrict the search space, we use the difference between the student query and the correct query to generate guided edits, so as to guide the student query to the correct query. We also use the canonicalized edit distance to prune the search space, as we will discuss later. Let us look at an example. Consider the following pair of a correct query and a student query. The student query differs from the correct query in the join condition and the selection condition. We can generate two guided edits targeted at these differences. We now check using canonicalization that the join condition edit gives a query that is equivalent to the correct query, since now R.A and S.A are equivalent. Since the edited query is equivalent, we stop editing the query where the join condition has been changed. However, the query with the selection condition edit is not equivalent, and it can be edited further by applying a join condition edit. We apply that edit and see that the query is now equivalent. For each edit, we deduct some marks as configured by the instructor. We pick the edit path that awards the best marks to the student query. In general, let us consider a student query SQ and a correct query CQ. We will generate guided edits to the incorrect student query. Let us say there are 4 possible guided edits that can be generated, marked by SQ1 to SQ4. For each of these edited queries, we deduct marks based on the edit. We now compare each of these to the correct query to see if they are equivalent or not. If any of these are not equivalent, we generate further edits till we find the queries that are equivalent or till the remaining marks to be awarded reduces to 0. Note that although the search space is large, we will not generate all edits upfront, but generate these edits as required. At each step, the number of edits to the student query may be very large. Hence, we develop a heuristic solution based on canonicalized edit distance to prune the search space further. As in the previous slide, consider a student query SQ and a correct query CQ. Each edit takes the student query closer to the correct query. The closeness of an edited query to a correct query can be estimated by computing the canonicalized edit distance. And we consider the reduction in edit distance as a benefit of the edit. The cost of each edit is the marks deducted for that edit. In our heuristic approach, we compute the cost benefit for each edit and at each stage pick only the edited query with the best cost benefit for further exploration. In the example, say SQ2 provides the best cost benefit out of the 4 queries. So when making the second set of edits, we will consider only SQ2. In the paper, we discuss experiments that show that the heuristic is much faster while being accurate for the cases that we tested. In the interest of time, I'll discuss one experimental result from the paper. The goal of the experiment was to check how fair were the partial marks given by our system. For this, we collected incorrect student queries from a course at IIT Bombay. We could not directly compare the partial marks given manually by the TAs, since the marks awarded by TAs were inconsistent across students and questions, and marks awarded by TAs were quite coarse. Instead, we randomly generated pairs of incorrect student queries and asked a couple of volunteers to classify these queries into 3 buckets, as shown here. Both volunteers had prior experience in grading SQL queries. Bucket 1 had query pairs where query 1 should have got more marks. Bucket 2 had pairs where query 2 should have got more marks, while bucket 3 had pairs where both queries should have got similar marks. For the automated partial marking scheme, we used a similar bucketing strategy where if the partial mark difference was less than 10% of the total marks, we put the queries in bucket 3. The results of the experiment are shown in this table. SQ pairs shows the number of student query pairs that we got. CQ is the number of correct queries used for evaluation. CQ size is the number of components in the correct queries. This gives us a measure of how complex the queries were. Matches canonicalization shows the number of pairs that were put in the same bucket as volunteers when using the canonicalized edit distance for grading, while accuracy canonicalization shows the corresponding accuracy in percentage terms. Matched edit shows the number of pairs that were put in the same bucket as volunteers using the edit-based grading technique, and accuracy edit shows the corresponding accuracy in percentage terms. The best results for each row are marked in bold. As an example, for the highlighted row, we considered 16 incorrect student query pairs and 2 correct queries were used to evaluate them. Of the 16 query pairs considered, canonicalized edit distance correctly matched 10 query pairs, while the edit-based technique matched 15 query pairs correctly. As can be seen from this table, edit-based query grading gives results that are comparable to what humans would grade the query to be, and it achieves an aggregate accuracy of 93%. To conclude, partial marks is essential in helping to fully automate query grading. We have used the partial marking techniques in real courses and found that the edit-based partial marks was consistently fair as judged by both students and instructors. Our system is available for download from the Xdata website. Thank you for listening to my talk, and I will be happy to take any questions.